So good day everyone. Today I will discuss the netizens and netiquettes of lesson 3. So first, learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to describe community of learners as netizens and share and utilize digital materials. Next is practice. Practice standard etiquette in sharing and utilizing shared materials among learner communities. So, according to Hartney of 2020, suggested 10 basic rules of netiquette to avoid damaging your online and offline relationships. First, make real people a priority. The most irritating situation is when during your conversation, one is so hooked up in his or her gadgets. Remember the rule in the face-to-face communication that we have to look at people we are communicating, and if you are with people and your phone rings, don't answer it in front of them. Respect telling the other party you are calling them back. If it is essential, apologize for answering the call. Next is use respectful language. Watch out for foul language. Be respectful at all times. It's not just what you say but also how you say it. Either take the trouble to use the shift key for capital letters or write in all lowercase. But don't use caps lock. Text in all caps is generally perceived as yelling. It would be pleasant if you say please and thank you as appropriate. Next is share with discretion. Always be on guard by not sharing unpleasant materials. Drug use pictures, drunk pictures, naked sexy pictures, or unedited home video. Your problem at home, with your family, at work, with your boss and co-employees, and or at the party with friends are yours to keep in private, not for online sharing. Next is don't exclude others. Be careful with online jokes. If you have a funny comment on your post involving somebody else, send that comment in private. Don't embarrass the person in a bigger group with your obscure comment. The same thing is true with texted or email jokes. The best way not to hurt somebody else is by not sharing that joke at all. Next is choose friends wisely. Be careful with sending a friend request. Be sure you know the person whom you want to be friends within social media very closely. If you don't want to be in touch with someone, don't add them. Remember, when worst comes to worst, it is insulting to be dripped from someone's friends list on social media. Next is don't email large files. Post large files to your own space and send people a link. Don't attach it to an email to avoid crashing their server or developing their inbox quota. Next is respect people's privacy. Avoid sharing the information sent to you without checking with the original sender. Use BCC or blind carbon copy rather than CC carbon copy. If you are sending it out to more than one person, you might be thinking that we are all friends on the net. Next is fact check before posting. You might be too overwhelmed in sharing something thinking you have done a wonderful thing to people with the information that you have gathered, ensuring it beneficial just to be bashed for sharing fake news. Don't be naive. Forwarding a message will not bring you good luck, just bad karma. So check first whether what you are going to share is legit or a hoax. Next is respond to emails promptly. No one can stop you from ignoring and deleting crazy stuff, spam and unsolicited message, but for a message coming from someone you have given your email address, you are in position to have the courtesy of replying their messages. Last is update online information. Keep your website up to date. It is a way of making people aware of your availability. Don't give them the idea that you are available when in fact you are not. You can do it, take it down. And that's all. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. Today we will discuss the lesson 3, the netizens and netiquette. So, the learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to first, to describe the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials and practice standard netiquette in sharing and utilizing shared materials among learning communities. So, the court dismissed the parents' petition and ruled that the school did not violate the minor's privacy rights. According to the court, the school cannot be faulted for being steadfast in it. The case cited here calls for internalization of social media education and etiquette among online users. The bottom line of this case is to pay attention to the call for responsible use of social media that is, for the inclusion of social media etiquette in the curriculum or integration in good manners and right conduct. All social media can attain many things in terms of social good. Brutus 2015 in Bilbao et al. 2019. So this lesson po discuss the importance of social media etiquette and responsible online behavior. A court is cited as an example highlighting the need for incorporating social media etiquette into education to promote social good. And the lesson emphasized the responsible use of social media and its potential positive impact. So, the things you put online can stay there forever and might be the first thing people notice about you. A bit like a tattoo. With every new feature you add to your profile, you're adding to a digital tattoo. We've all got one, and people that know you and people who don't can see it and learn a lot from it. What does yours say about you? So, think you know that co.uk outlines 5 things to ask before you post. So, first is, what do I look like? So, always remember that the way you look like in what you share and your intention for sharing it is not always perceived the way you originally intended to be. People can still get you wrong. Next is this ink permanent? So, anything you share online is beyond your control. Even if you delete all, sure, you can never tell how many have copied or download it and how many are sharing it. So next is, am I giving away too much? So keep your identity as private as you could. Don't reveal too much of your personal information. Next is, would I want this shirt about me? So think twice before you share something that involves other people. Always ask permission from them if you're going to share. Some example, a funny picture with them. Last is, does it pass the billboard test? So think twice before sharing something online. Reflect whether you would be happy to see it on a billboard where they feel your family, school, and community could see it. So every day, whether we want to or not, most of us contribute to a growing portrait of who we are online. A portrait that is probably more public than most of us assume. So no matter what you do online, you must know what kind of trails, digital footprints you're leaving and what the possible effects can be. You are making a picture of who you are, out of your digital footprint, so make sure it's accurate. To facilitate this, Internet Society has this tip. First is the learn basics. So, what's a digital footprint? So, all the stuff you leave behind as you use the internet, your app, comments, email records, posts, and Skype calls are parts of your online history, your digital footprint. So next, know why should you manage your digital footprint. So you must understand what you're leaving behind when you visit a website because the web is listening every time you see it. So make mistake about it. Next is watch online tutorials. So to safeguard your online identity, there are online tutorials that can help you not only to learn your digital footprints but also to help you make the right choices. So know your manners when using technology. The poor netiquette can stick around to disturb you much longer if not forever because the rule books of etiquette are just as vital in cyberspace as they are in the real world. Hartnett 2020 suggested 10 basic rules of netiquette to avoid damaging your online and offline relationship. So that's all po. Thank you.